Check this out. My intro is on my shirt. What up?
What's up?
Friends, it's been a minute since I made a video outside, and you can totally blame COVID and Beijing's bitter cold for that. I mean, -8, -10, come on. Mostly for the past few weeks, I've been staying indoors, not exercising, not walking, which is not good. And so this is why today I decided to brave the cold, get out and get some steps in while exploring some of the longest transfer stations in the Beijing subway system. For all the DTA fans out there, this one's for you. And as always, we're starting from the Beijing subway map. Welcome to the world's second longest subway system with 783 kilometers, 25 lines across the city, 463 stations, including 73 transfer stations. Some, like Datunlu Dong right here, are very short.
Flashback.
We just came from this line, which is the Yanfeng line, and going to the next line is as easy as just walking the platform.
End of flashback.
And others, some of which we will be exploring today, are a complete cardio workout. I have my heavy winter boots on because it's -4, but I'm still committed to the mission. Let's go. We are starting with Citaocao. We are here, and Citaocao is a transfer station not just for 2 lines but 3. We have line 10, this line in Capri, which is in fact the world's longest loop line, 57.1 kilometers. And then you have line 19 right here, which is the newest addition to the Beijing Subway family of lines. It was open last year in December 2021, so it's 1 year old almost. And of course we have the Airport Express, which if you've ever been to Daxing, you know that there's a very long walk between line 10 and the Airport Express. How long, you ask? Let's find out. Let's go. Daxing Airport Express in 395 meters. Another turn. Oh my god, there's no one here. "460 meters, 5 minutes. I had to stop here because I don't want to exit the subway system so I can get on the Airport Express, because I'm not going to the airport. Plus, it's a different fare, so I'm just staying here. But we do have the numbers, and it is a 5-minute walk, and it's 470 meters long, which is a bit surprising to me because I thought it would be a little bit longer, but I guess time feels different when you're dragging a suitcase behind you. Nonetheless, a very good start to the day, and now onto our second route. Oh wow, the lady making the announcement is very shy. You can barely hear her voice. But I do have the graphics behind me that tell me that I have arrived in Ping'anli, which is our second transfer station. You are here, I am here at Ping'anli, which connects 3 lines. Of the entirety of the Beijing subway, all 463 stations, there are just 9 stations that connect 3 lines together. And so far, we've been to 2. We're making history here. So, Ping'anli opened in 2009 as a station along line 4, this zigzagging green line. And in 2012, it was linked to line 6, this brown line that runs from the east to west in both directions and is parallel to this red one, which is line 1, the busiest line in the city. And so line 6 takes a lot of the pressure off this busy fella. And in July 2022, Ping'anli got linked to line 19, and so it is a super interchange Station. Online, Ping An Li is touted as the longest transfer station in Beijing. Is it true? Is it not? Let's find out. We're coming from line 4 and heading towards line 6 and 19. Ooh, check out these vases. Cannot stop, but looking nice. Nice. A bit of sunlight. Nice. That's how you can tell this is a new line. And here we are, Ping An Li, but on line 19. Wow, that was an adventure. Almost 7 minutes of walking and 590 meters. Online, they said it's 700 meters, but here the numbers say otherwise, and I trust this app because this is a trustworthy app. But I also think that it has to do with where on line 4 you start, because there's such a long platform, and where on line 19 you end. But the shortest distance you can cross is 590 meters, which is nothing to scoff at. Through the journey from line 4 to line 19, you can see how things have changed over the years, because line 4 is the oldest among these 3 lines, and line 19 is the brand new. It feels fresh, it has a personality, so it's nice to see these contradictions as you're walking. One last thing about Ping An Li before we get out of here. Ping An Li is said to be the first station in Beijing to have a gongzi xing, or an I shape, because of the placement of the 3 lines. You can see that line 6 is perpendicular to line 4 and line 19, and since they all cross Ping An Li, it has been given this architecture, which is similar to an I, although to me it looks like an H. Or maybe I just need to use my imagination and turn it, and then it becomes an I. All right, everything is good. We need to go because the train is here, and we need to take this train to line 10. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Datunlu Dong station. It is originally part of line 5, which is this very straight line that goes from the north to the south. No twists, no turns, no curves, just a straight line connecting Changping district in the north to Fengtai in the south. And since December 2015, Datunlu Dong has been connected with line 15, which you can see it here. It's an important lifeline for passengers in the northern part of Beijing. Look how far it extends, even past the airport. There are 8 years between line 5 and line 15 through Datunlu Dong station, but just how many meters? You can see the beautiful outdoors here. More stairs. Going underground. $370 meters, 380 meters. I don't know about this one. I don't know. Online, they said this transfer station is one of the longest in the city, but it's just 380 meters. Not even 4 minutes walking. I don't know if it's me who's underestimating it or the others who are overestimating this route. I'm intrigued, a little bit disappointed, but curious to see what comes next. Hopefully something longer, because let's call it as it is. This is child's play. Before we continue, a word from the sponsor of this video. Oh wait, this video has no sponsors, so you'll just have to listen to me. I am actually taking a break from the subway so we can talk more about the subway. There is an elephant in the room that we have not discussed since the beginning of this video. Why are some of these interchange stations this longer? I think there are a few reasons for that. The most important one being that the Beijing subway has been in the making for over 65 years. Initial planning started in the late 1950s, construction began in the 60s for just one line, Line 1. And the network has since grown to 25 lines and counting. And so I don't think that at the time anyone had any idea of how vast this underground world could become. And so direct transfers were not necessarily on the mind of the engineers at the time. Another reason is that as the Beijing subway has been growing, other types of infrastructures in the city have been developing as well, like highways and bridges, which dictated the placement of certain metro lines. And as a result, the distance that passengers have to walk in case these metro lines are connected. And then there's another reason, which is the sensitive areas in the city. But for that, we need to go back outside for an example. This is Qianmen Station, and it connects two lines. This blue loop line, Line 2, with this green line, Line 8. You could see that it runs north to south across the central axis of Beijing. However, at one point it goes into a curve. You could see it going like right here, and that's because to avoid the Forbidden City as well as Tiananmen Square, which together they form this area of political, historical, and cultural significance. And so as a result, the platforms between Line 8 and Line 2 at Qianmen are considerably far. I'm pretty sure there are more reasons than the three that I just mentioned, so if you know any, leave them in the comments section below. Now it's time for me to go back to the subway because we still have 2 more transfer stations to check out before calling it a day, so let's go. I am still on Line 15 and have arrived to Wangji. And let's check out the map. Here we are, still Line 15. But now we're connecting with Line 13, which has this inverted U shape. And fun fact about Line 13 is that it's actually the 3rd line to have been constructed as part of the Beijing subway system. Why is it called Line 13? Absolutely no idea, but I do know that Line 3 is finally happening. But the question is, how long will it take me to go from Line 15 to Line 13? You know the drill. We're gonna walk on the escalator. No time to waste. Another escalator. Escalator, stairs, stairs. There's a highway, so you know it's gonna be a long one. And here we are. Wow, I am out of breath for this one. It is a 4-minute and 22-second walk, 390 meters, which I'm guessing that if you're in a hurry, you're in trouble. Nonetheless, at least we can see the outdoors a little bit. I like when the subway has a bit of natural light coming in. With that said, off to our final transfer station, Dongzhemen along Line 13. Courtesy seat. They feel exactly the same as all the other regular seats. Finally in Dongzhemen, which is also one of those stations that connect 3 lines together. Let's find a map. And here is the map. This is Dongzhemen and it connects 3 lines. We have Line 13, which we just got off from, and we have this blue loop line, Line 2, and as well as an airport express that goes all the way to Beijing International Airport. The distance between Line 13 and Line 2 via Dongzhemen is said to be 520 meters. But is it? Here we go. You guys, this is line 2. 250 meters. 270 meters. What is happening? This cannot happen. All right, something must be wrong. Let me stop the timer. Here, they're telling us that going from line 2 to line 13 takes 11 minutes and 557 meters. I think it's worth a try. Again, let's go. Line 13. Line 13, 345 meters this way. Line 13, 210 meters. They've matched the advertisement with the color of line 13, yellow. What? They say it's 660 meters. How is that even possible? All right, so remember when I said that I have a trustworthy app? And I trust this app, and I trust this app, and I trust this app. Maybe it's not the most trustworthy app out there. Mine says 660 meters, which is a little bit more than what they said on the sign, which is 550 something. Nonetheless, they said 11 minutes walking, and baby, I only walked for 6 minutes and 19 seconds. The numbers are all up in the air. Nonetheless, this was a good run. This stretch made me sweat a little bit. Also because of anxiety, because I didn't know what was happening, but also because this was a considerable stretch. And I think I know what happened with the confusion earlier on. There are 2 tracks for line 13 in Dongzhimen. One is this one that is going away, and this goes to the west. And then the other one is right across from here. And that is the track that I used to come to Dongzhimen. And so I'm guessing that that side is closer to line 2 than this one. And so if I now go from here to line 2, it would be what they said on the sign, which is 550 something. If only I knew. So the grand tally of today's 5 transfers is, drum rolls please, 2.79 kilometers for a total of 29 minutes. So if you're aiming to exercise by walking through transfer stations, you might want to reconsider that. But if you are a regular subway rider going about your day and crossing these transfer stations, then I hope you're wearing some sensible shoes and are not rushing against time, because it might take you some time. Honestly, I don't know if this is all that the Beijing Subway can offer in terms of long transfer stations. There are no lists about that online. Everything that you saw today was pieced together, bits and pieces from personal experience, as well as really good insights on Chinese sources like Zhihu or Xiaohongshu or Bilibili. If you know any good and hopefully longer interchange stations, do let me know. I love me a good challenge. This was all from me for this week. I will see you next time. 再见.